shouldn't go in there.
Which means we're obviously going in there.
Come on.
Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous video. And welcome to 2022. What a year 2021 was. We gained nearly 100,000 subscribers in just 2021 alone. And now we enter 2022 where we'll finally be seeing Jurassic World Dominion in cinemas. We have just over 5 months to go until the release of this 6th movie, and boy can I tell you that I cannot wait for this. For the past 4 years we've been held with excitement for this trilogy ender, and it's finally upon us. But don't forget that we also have Camp Cretaceous Season 5 also releasing in just a few months time. Whilst we don't have an official release date, we do know its time frame, which will be between very late March or mid-May. If you wish to find out the exact dates, you can go and check out my other video regarding the release date for Camp Cretaceous Season 5. But as for today's video, we'll be discussing a fan favourite dinosaur who goes by the name of Bumpy. Bumpy the Ankylosaurus to be specific. As we know, Bumpy has quickly become one of the fan favourite dinosaurs to grace the Jurassic franchise, ever since her first ever appearance in Season 1. She's also been in all 4 episodes of Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous. Yes, all 4, even the season that doesn't take place on Isla Nublar, where Bumpy was left behind as the campers move on to try and seek for mainland Costa Rica. Bumpy appeared at the end of an episode for Season 4 as a really touching moment. Ben is sad and upset that Bumpy may have forgotten about him as he battled his own battles in Camp Cretaceous Season 4. This is when the scene then cuts to a shot back at Isla Nublar and the campers' custom built treehouse. After this we slowly pan to seeing that Bumpy comes back to this campsite every evening in hope that she'll be able to see Ben return one day. After all, Ben did in fact imprint on her when she was born. But why were we shown a scene of Bumpy back on Isla Nublar? Well, the obvious answer would be to tug on our heartstrings and cause emotion. Seeing such a scene of her waiting for Ben to return is so sad, but also daunting, since we know that Isla Nublar goes up in flames once the volcano erupts in a few years' time. So her end might be fiery, if you pardon the pun. But why would they go out of their way to make such a scene and remind us of Bumpy? Perhaps they could be wanting to bring back Bumpy in some way. My theory is that Dave, Roxy and Brandon may bring themselves to Isla Nublar as they receive the distress beacon in Camp Cretaceous Season 2. This will also answer the question as to whom received this beacon. Then they'll meet up with Bumpy and Dave recognises Bumpy from her colour scheme and that moment in the lab from Season 1. Following this story, they may bring on Bumpy to the new island, because quite frankly, I have no clue how they'll know the campers are on Manticore Island unless they trace the phone call that Darius gave to Brandon, but either way that would still not bring them back to Isla Nublar, leaving the plot hole of who received the beacon wide open yet again. Either way, I believe there's a chance we may get more scenes with Bumpy, and she may even pop up in Dominion later this year. If you guys don't know, a tiny spoiler alert for Jurassic World Dominion right here, there seems to be a Jurassic World Dominion toy that has been leaked with a Toro skin pattern, and it may actually seem like it's going to have a big role to play in Jurassic World Dominion. So let's say hypothetically speaking Toro will be in Jurassic World Dominion, who's to say that Bumpy won't be in Jurassic World Dominion? We know there will be tie-ins through the whole Camp Cretaceous season all the way up to Jurassic World Dominion, and we'll be able to see these Camp Cretaceous tie-ins in Jurassic World Dominion. They're nothing big to change the plotline, but as confirmed by Scott Creamer, they are dotted in the movie and you'll have to be like, oh yes, I remember that from Camp Cretaceous. So I assume some passing comments regarding the campers left behind on Isla Nublar, the Scorpius Rex, stuff like that. But what if these colour scheme specific dinosaurs pop up? Yes, they may not be name dropped as Bumpy or Toro, but we will see Toro and Bumpy with their own colour schemes in Jurassic World Dominion so they stand out. So with that being said, are we being teased as to what to come in Jurassic World Dominion just because we got to see a few more scenes with Bumpy in Camp Cretaceous Season 4? Personally speaking, I think that's highly plausible. It does make perfect sense in my opinion. And even when you play around with the lighting, that Ankylosaurus that was sold for auction in Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom does seem to be very similar with its colour scheme to Bumpy, especially 4 years later down the line when colours start to change on animals. And it was also bought by an Indonesian buyer. Now I believe Kon, the last name, is both Japanese and also Indonesian, and I don't think we have any solid confirmed evidence to support that Kenji could be either Indonesian or either Japanese. Let's say he is Indonesian, that means his dad must also be Indonesian. Which means if you piece it together, maybe Bumpy the Ankylosaurus was bought by Kenji's dad. How cool of a theory would that be? Either way, I did think it was a little bit out of place for suddenly to see a scene of Bumpy. Yes, we may have had our heartstrings tugged at, and we may have cried or been upset about this, knowing that Bumpy is returning every night, hoping that she will see her best friend, or she could also see him as her mother, ever since the campers left the island. And even with Ben, he's thinking that maybe Bumpy has forgotten about him, but she has not. But truth be told, I do believe that possibly seeing Bumpy yet again in Season 4, which was so unexpected, we could be seeing her in Season 5, and hopefully, I think it will be really cool, but hopefully see in Jurassic World Dominion. Anyways guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed the video, do consider leaving a like and subscribing if you are new. 2022 is here, Jurassic World Dominion year is here, and it is finally releasing. We have almost 5 months to go, and the current target is try and hit 130,000 subscribers before we get to Jurassic World Dominion. That's approximately 15,000 more subscribers to go. So let's start 2022 off with a huge bang and get this channel on the ball for every single month. But most importantly, make sure you're staying safe out there, and I can't wait to see you all in the next one. Bye bye and Happy New Year. Hello, hi, you. Did you enjoy the video? Just a little reminder to press that like button and also subscribe. I just want to thank my Patreons for this month on screen right here, as giving me that little extra support really does go a long way. But anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day.